How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. I have my friend Mr. Geerish right here. How are you doing, sir?
Very good, man. Amazing.
Excellent. Excellent. Glad to hear that. And so what we're going to do today is we've gotten a lot of requests, a lot of feedback from the anxiety video. And it's something I personally relate to well. It's something that Mr. Geerish has so many anxiety clients, and there's millions of people in the world that deal with anxiety. So we decided to touch this topic a bit more. What we're going to do in the next 20 to 25 minutes, we're going to do a guided meditation. So if you're suffering from anxiety right now, or say you're by yourself in the room, it's like 1 a.m., 12 a.m., and you're just having a bad anxiety attack, this video is for you right here. Follow along and pay close attention to what Mr. Geerish is going to show you, and I promise you it will help. Mr. Geerish, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Johan. So when we do suffer from extreme anxiety, whether it's in terms of a lot of thoughts overwhelming us, or if we start to feel it really, really physical, we start to feel the blood pressure going up. The first reaction we have is actually we try to do something. We instinctively do something very quickly or try to fix it without really knowing what to do. So the problem is we tend to become more hyper rather than calming ourselves down. That's the main thing I notice, okay, in people. And so anxiety has many levels. It starts with mild anxiety where you feel anxious or you feel bad about yourself and you start to eat a lot. Okay, it might corrupt your brain in such a way that you start to get into arguments because you're anxious. That's the second thing that could be happen. Or it could be more passive, whereby you can't sleep and the thoughts are really annoying you. Okay, so it has different forms. But the one thing which will actually help everyone is calming yourself down through breathing. And this is what we're going to mostly do today in this video. Okay, so I'm going to show you some breathing techniques, okay, which you can do every time you feel anxious. Now, you shouldn't stress yourself about the fact that it's something you need to learn and you need to do the counting right and all this. The reason why Yuan requested that we recorded this is that you can actually download it, and every time you need it, you can just play it. All right, so we're going to start it straight away. And I'm going to start it with some breathing patterns, okay, which you need to do at the same time. So the first thing you need to actually do, okay, when you feel overwhelmed with anxiety or stress, okay, you just need to slow yourself down. So the first step towards slowing yourself down is actually sitting, okay? So that's like the most basic thing you can do. So you sit down instead of acting in a very hyper way. You sit down, you try to have your back straight. Okay, you try to have your back straight without putting too much pressure on your back to be straight. So it's quite relaxed and it's straight at the same time, like it is for me right now. Okay, and then we're going to start something called the equal breathing technique, where your inhalation and your exhalation is the same. All right, so it goes on like this. I'm going to do 3 counts for you, and then we're going to do it together. So you breathe in for a count of 1, and then you breathe out for a count of 1 from your mouth. And then there's a sort of gap. You just observe it, and then you breathe in for a count of 2. And then you breathe out for 2. And then you breathe in for a count of 3. And then you breathe out for 3. Okay, so we've done up to 3 right now. And the aim is actually to do up to 10. Do up to 10, and then start the counting again from 1 up to 10. And you do as many rounds as you need till you really calm yourself down. And that's the trick. But what's important in the breathing is actually how slow you're doing it, because when you're anxious, you try to do it fast. and it won't work. Okay, so the aim of the video is actually to give you a rhythm to the breathing. All right, and it's something you can actually play every day, and you breathe just like I'm going to guide you, okay, with the right tempo. So now we're going to start the practice itself, okay? We're going to do 3 rounds of that breathing I just showed you, and we're going to start from 1 and go up to 10, all right? Okay, so we'll start now. And after the breathing pattern, we'll just stay in a sort of phase where I'm going to say a few words to you. So it will be like a sort of guided meditation, but it won't be long. It will be very slow, and it will be based on the state we're going to create together in a few minutes, all right? So now we're going to start it. So try to have your back straight, your neck straight, and close your eyes gently, okay? Because you just need to hear me. So we start to breathe now, and we breathe in for a count of 1. When you breathe in, feel your chest going up, and then you breathe out from your mouth. And your belly goes in as you breathe out. And your body bends forward a bit. Now you breathe in for a count of 2. And breathe out for 2. Breathe in for 3. Breathe out for 3. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Breathe in for 5. Out for 5. In for 6. Out for 6. And observe. So we stop breathing in, we just look at the body. And if we want to breathe in normally, we can do so. But you just observe what happened to your body after the 6th breath in. And now we breathe in for a count of 7. And breathe out for 7. And just relax and observe for some seconds. Now we breathe in for a count of 8. And you breathe out from your mouth slowly for 8. And you just relax. And now we breathe in for a count of 9. And you breathe out for a count of 9. And once again, you just relax and observe your body. And now we breathe in for a count of 10. And you breathe out for 10. And you just relax. And you will notice that your body actually did slow down and it did relax. Now, from this stage, if you feel that you want to lie down, you could do so because you feel really calm. But if you still feel that you are anxious, you need more, then we go on to a second round. So we're now going to do a second round. And the second round will be more intense because it's going to involve some retention also. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 1. Breathe in. And then you hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you exhale. And you just observe once again. We're now going to breathe in again for a count of 2. So you breathe in and you retain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale. And you observe again. And now we breathe in for a count of 3. And you hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you exhale. And you relax. Relax and let go. And just observe. And then we breathe in for a count of 4 now. You breathe in. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you exhale. And relax. While you relax, you just drop your shoulders completely. Drop your feet, your toes, your hands. Just let go of the whole weight of your body. And once again, you just observe. You'll notice that your breath slows down. And when your body wants to breathe now, you just allow it to breathe. It's going to be a very deep and slow breath. And now we're going to breathe in for a count of 5. And we hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we breathe out. Breathe out completely. And as you breathe out, let your body bend in front and let your belly go in. Then you make your body straight again. And once again, you observe. You observe your body. And now we breathe in for a count of 6. So you start now. And you hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you exhale. And once again, you relax and you observe. And now we breathe in for a count of 7. You start now. You hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you exhale. Completely. And you once again observe your body. Just observe the sensations in your body. Observe your mindset. Observe how your body is feeling right now. Whether there's a sort of numbness, whether there's a sort of tingling sensation. Anything you're feeling right now, just allow the feelings to be there. Just be okay with these feelings. And now we breathe in for a count of 8. You hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you breathe out. And once again, you just observe. And now we breathe in for a count of 9. And you relax. You relax and you observe your body. And you'll notice that you feel very calm, very serene right now, very relaxed. It's as if the whole world stopped and you are in the middle. So you just allow that calmness, that sense of deep relaxation overtake you, overwhelm you, it's fine. And now we breathe in for a count of 10. You hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you exhale. And you relax. You just relax and you observe. And you breathe in normally when your body wants to breathe in. And just observe any sensations you may be feeling in the body right now. So this is the second round. Now, by the second round, your body should come back to its normal relaxed state if you have been feeling anxious at the beginning. Now, if you still feel that there are traces of anxiety in you, we could actually go on and do a third round, which will be more intense than the second one now. Because in the third round, we're going to actually activate the parasympathetic nervous system of the body directly. What we've been doing in the first two rounds has been about balancing your energy state. But if we need to do something more intense, then that's where the third round comes into place. So in the third round, you're going to take a deep breath in and count 1. But your exhalation is actually going to be double. So it's going to be 2. And then you're going to observe. And then you're going to breathe in for a count of 2. And then you're going to exhale for 4. And you're going to observe. And we're going to take a breath in for a count of 3 now. And you're going to exhale for 6. And you relax. Relax and just observe your body. And then we breathe in for a count of 4 now. And you breathe out for 8. And you let go and observe. And now we breathe in for a count of 5. And you breathe out for 10. And you relax. You relax and you let go completely. So by now, you should be free from anxiety. In some very extreme cases, it might be necessary to actually do the third round for a couple of more rounds till the person really calms down. So you know your body, you'll know exactly how much you'll need to do the third one. But what we've just done right now should be enough to calm yourself now. And once we finish the third stage, like we've done right now, you can focus on some very simple words which can go with the breathing. For example, you can breathe in and tell yourself mentally that you're breathing in peace and calmness. And when you breathe out, you tell your mind that you are releasing all the stress and anxiety. And you keep doing that. So you breathe in again. You breathe in calmness. You breathe out stress. Breathe in. And breathe in life force. Breathe out. And breathe out negativity. Breathe in. The breath in brings me to the present moment. Breathe out. I let go of the past as I breathe out. Breathe in. The present moment is a wonderful moment. And breathe out. Breathe out all my tension, all my anxiety, all my insecurities. And you stay in that state for some time, where you continue taking normal breath in and normal breath out as you feel like. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes gently. Or if you're doing this exercise during the night, you can actually just lie down on your bed and be actually peaceful. So this is a very powerful practice, which I've been doing with I don't know how many people, but your breathing is very powerful. And you don't realize how much potential and how much strength you have yourself. The only thing which prevents us from reaching our full potential is mental clutter. And that's where Yuan and I come into place, because that's what we do to people. We try to make them get rid of their mental clutter. But basically, you have all the potential you need. You just need someone to bring you to these places and to unleash them, I will say. So this session we've just done right now should really transform your life if you do it every day. I do it nonstop on my own or whether with clients. So I'm totally into it. Okay, I can't escape, but you guys need to find like a time where you need to practice it. And while I was doing it with you, at some point I got lost myself. I mean, my voice changed also. I had to come back. That's how powerful it is. So I'm actually, I consciously try to prevent myself from phasing out, but you guys should actually phase out when you do it. There's no holding on to anything. How did you feel, Juan?
Feel very good. Very it came to a point where I felt like I was gonna fall off the chair. I was phasing out too, but
Yeah.
it's really impressive. I remember the first time I did this with you too. We were clearing past trauma, and I remember just I totally was in that alpha state, that total state, like half awake, half asleep, but I was still consciously aware of what you were telling me. So it's amazing stuff. Thank you.
I actually had a session, and a Reiki master told me, how come that's so simple and so powerful at the same time? Because she never experienced something like that. And, you know, these people deal a lot with energy and they do healing with crystals and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't need to be complicated to work. It's actually very simple. But the thing is the tempo. Okay, how much you hold on to the breath, how much you're releasing, the gap. So it's a very simple technique. I mean, you could talk about it to anyone, but it won't have the same effect because everything lies in the tempo, the gap. When do you take the next breath in? How much you stop? So I think that's the key to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I really, really appreciate your time, sir. Just one last quick question for everyone who might be watching.
Mm-hmm.
How many times a day would you recommend, or during what time of the day should they do this?
If someone suffers from anxiety, 3 times per day on an empty stomach, so preferably before you eat something. So in the morning, you do it 3 rounds. It doesn't take a long time, to be honest. Then midday also, you do it. Then before going to sleep, 3 times a day. But it all depends on your symptoms. Is it really that bad? Or if it's just mild anxiety, then you could do it once per day before going to work in the morning. But 3 times per day is the right strategy for anyone. Even if you're very spiritually inclined, you meditate, these breathing techniques actually help your practice. Okay, so anyone can do it, and even a child could do it. In fact, it has no adverse effects, so 3 times a day, I would say. Minimum would be once per day, every day. Otherwise it won't work. If you do it once per week and then you come back to it after a week, it doesn't work. It should be done every day, because you breathe every day, every moment. So that breathing is very important for your life. So it should form part of your routine 3 times per day, if possible. So let's say 3 times per day, minimum once per day.
Perfect.
Less than that, no. Yeah.
Well, I know personally for myself, breath work has been something that has changed my life personally. So I know 100% it works. And with that being said, I really, really appreciate you guys for coming on to this video. I hope this video gave you value. If you're someone who deals with anxiety, I hope it really gave you peace the more you practice it. Remember, it's not a quick fix, especially anxiety. It's not a quick fix. It's something that you need to do over and over. You need to put in the work in order to get permanent results. And even once you found peace, it's not like you stop. The journey continues, so you don't stop doing this. Even if you feel calm, that doesn't mean you need to stop. You must keep doing this. So once again, I really, really appreciate you guys for the time, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. See you very soon.